Scorpio, how you doing? So we're going to look at your last 48 hours and then your next 48 hours and see where you came from and where you're headed. So let's see, I'm also hearing the name Ed, Edwina, Edmonton, Berry, Holly, Jody, Holly, Berry St Edmunds, St Neots, something that's Saint, patron saint of Nick. So Nick, Nicola, anybody beginning with N, I'm hearing also for a lot of you. Let's see, anyway, patron saint. Patreon, some of you might don't join my Patreon because it's no longer there. It's a new website. Let's see. Scorpio, what has Scorpio been going on with Scorpio for the last 48 hours? Scorpio. So 7 of Swords, I've left. Okay, I am not coming back anymore. Okay, could be dealing or yourselves or a life path 7. Okay, or a Cancerian, it could be yourselves or it could be the other person, but whichever way it is, I'm also hearing people, a Pucci, or Piscean maybe, but I've left. I've gone. I am not doing this anymore. Okay, I'm heading somewhere new. I'm looking for a new person or I'm looking to be single, but I do not want an involvement in this anymore. Some of you might be trying to stop this person from coming back, okay, because it's also, I'm also hearing a hound dog or hounding someone. So it might be something to do around an animal, which would be Leo, so it could be Leo energy. Because it would be a cat, or Catty, the name Cat. Catherine, also hear the name Catherine. Atkins. Some of you might be on an Atkins diet, or your name is Atkins. Linda. Rebecca, also, or Atkins diet, something to do with Atkins diet, or something like that, or dieting. Okay, because that would be like a treadmill going out for walks and runs, also. Let's see, where's Scorpio came from. Scorpio, what's been going on with Scorpio the last 48 hours. This is very important not to skip. Yeah, I'm not coming back. 7 runs from 5 and it also goes towards another one. So this is where all family members and everybody else start having very bad opinions about the relationship. It's a mixture of chaos, Scorpio, pretty much. When you're going through times like this, it's a mixture of chaos. If this is to do with a relationship, the karmic energy has now had an adverse effect on all family, friends, public, social media, their family, your family, anything publicly, anything like that now has been destroyed, okay? So it's pretty much what sabotage can do. But it's definitely what a karmic energy can do also. When you're involved with someone where it just doesn't work, no matter how much you try, no matter how much you keep going backwards and forwards into the same relationship, it ends up the same way. Sabotaged and destroyed because of fear of rejection and abandonment, and also, like I said, sabotage can also be, like I said, fear of engulfment, but it really doesn't matter because you've probably argued that many times and left each other that many times, then it's just a mixture of chaos. So there is no point. So that's pretty much where you've come from, is headed to be alone, okay, that I just want to be left alone. So you could have one of you that wants leaving alone and the other one won't leave the other one alone, okay, which means, look, I am trying to go and I am trying to separate from you. I do not want to be in a relationship anymore. I do not want to go through this anymore. I do not want to have to explain myself anymore. I don't need to do that. I don't want to do that. I want to be left alone and I want to be on my own. That's single or looking for someone else or just work on myself. But whichever way it is, I do not want to be in this circumstance any longer. Okay? So that's pretty much what you've got there, Scorpio. Anything else where Scorpio, what's been going on with Scorpio for the last... Don't forget you can watch this as Scorpio, Life Path 4 or Aries placements also, because I read in numerology, meaning on the top of this one is a 7, but it's not a major arcana, but it would be Cancerian or the Chariot or the Tower, okay, as a major arcana. So because we look at Scorpio being a 4, Aries is also a 4 as also Life Path, okay. So let's see, Scorpio, last 48 hours. So 6, now I can start caring about myself, or the name Karen or Kieran, or I can now start thinking about someone that, I don't know, or thinking about myself, I don't know. But I'm definitely considering just kind of like either 1, looking for someone that does care about me in the right way, okay. This person can also be convincing that, that they, if this is an ex-partner, that they do care about you, but they doesn't, because it's a mixture of chaos, okay? So it's leaving to be able to have some time and spend it on my own here, okay? Someone might be a childminder, Okay, and my main concern is my children. Okay, Scorpio. What's Scorpio got coming up? Oh, sorry, last 48. So it could be to do with children, but it's also very childish, kind of backwards and forwards kind of stuff here. Because it's kind of like, you know, I'm sending you load of messages and you're not replying on time. So if this is demand, this means that someone has an obsession in a relationship about, one, their children, or they're obsessed about their partner when they don't speak. Okay, so it might mean the fact that they don't want to, and you can't force a person to do it. So you could have added a load of pressure to a Scorpio, which I said through the months and the weeks. If you're watching, do not do that, but it looks like someone has continued to do it, and now what you've continued to do is push the person away. Now that's nobody's fault and nobody's blame, but what it is doing is showing you signs that you're missing if you're not got it, which means leave. Okay, leave. Okay, so I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk about it. There is no reconciliation unless you want it. But one of you might and one of you might not. It requires both of you to want to. If the other person don't, I would stop. Okay, whoever, or Trevor, but I would stop. Okay, because the other person's doing their best to leave. You see, the trouble is it's very true. Karmic energy is also where you're being battered, like you're bruised and battered and God knows what else, and being told that you're to leave, not to leave, to come back, to go, fly away Peter, fly away Paul, come back Peter, come back Paul. Then the threats come, I'll never come back. If you want me to leave, I'll leave, but I won't come back anymore. Then they'll try another tactic. Are you sure that we can't talk about this? I'm sure that we can. And it's kind of like, no, I don't want to. I've left already. Please just leave it. Please stop, keep trying. I've asked you to stop, keep trying. Please just do this amicably. But they don't listen and they continue to do it. And then you end up stop speaking even more here. Okay. And that really could have been where you came from. Okay. Watch the Seven of Swords. Why is the Seven of Swords here? So yeah, it's over. Because of pressure, people probably don't listen to the advice of what comes up in the spiritual, stuff of tarot card readings. Don't add pressure. But someone got very desperate to keep adding more and more and more and more pressure. Scorpio couldn't take it. They buckled. Okay, it's not the fact that they buckled. It's just the fact that they don't want it. Okay, because it's private, it's sacred, and it's also don't keep forcing me because I will end up saying something if you keep forcing me. Okay, because I won't drop it. Okay, I will not drop it. I'll keep doing this till the end of the time. So if you keep doing this to a Scorpio, they'll keep going in the opposite direction till the end of time. You're pushing them. Okay. You push them to the limit. Right? So, unless Scorpio's been pushing you, right? But it can be a life path 4 in Aries. Someone that's just basically just been adding a shitload of pressure onto a person when they really don't need it. So it doesn't have patience. Okay? You've got to have a hell of a lot of patience. If a person asks for breathing space, that does not mean like an hour or 2 hours or like a day, okay, or 2 days. If they say, look, it's over, I need some space, I really do need some space. If you can't give a person a long amount of extended space, you've added more pressure to let them realise what they want. 5 of Pentacles. But you would see it, the other person would see it as unfair. Yeah, the King of Cups turned his back on something here. So what, you're prepared to turn your back on me and never see me again? They said yes, I think, here. I am prepared to turn my back on it. If I'm not stable enough for you, no, but you are. No, you obviously don't love me, because if we loved each other, all of this chaos and all of this private, non-private affair isn't really an affair, because everybody knows. Family and everybody. So it has a karmic effect on everybody, where everybody's opinion starts to realise, oh my God, what, you've split up, you broke up again, you're not speaking, oh my God, what, again? This is happening again? And then the parents start to have an effect on the children, where they're like, look, just leave me alone, God damn it. Right? So what does it mean that you're not supposed to be here? Now you can try, if both of you are wanting to. It's up to you. I just got a feeling that someone doesn't. They turn their back on the situation here. 6 of Pentacles. Because either way it is, yeah, someone started hounding someone down, you see? Bing, 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 bing. I mean, is it someone from China? I don't know. But again here, you know, 1,000 messages all bombarded at once. the Knave or Naive or Neve, but it says the Knave of Chalices, but the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups, yep. You're smothering me now. I can't even think straight. I can't breathe. I can't think. You're codependent. You won't leave me alone when I want to be left alone. Okay? I'm trying to face a new start in my life. And every time you're bored and you're at home, you start adding shitloads of pressure because you're bored. You're codependent. No, I actually want to be left alone. That's why I'm not talking. I just want to go into my room, bump into my room and stay there, out the way of the chaos and the aggression or the anger or the constant hounding me that I'm not doing things right. Now, this could be a child, okay, and they could be like, listen, you need to be doing your homework, you need to be doing this, you need to be, and they're like, oh, fuck off, just leave me alone, just stop, keep adding more pressure onto me, just not even knowing my own mind. But adults do this to other people as well. Okay, I just want to be in my room on my own and isolate myself away from the chaos and the pressure that you've put me under. You haven't given me any time to think or anything. You added the pressure when I told you not to do it, and you added more and more and more and more. So what have you done? You've pushed me away. You've backed me into a corner now where I just want leaving alone. Okay? Now, this is normally when a lot of people that are very aggressive and very angry start getting really pissed off at me. If you can do that with this reading or what vocabulary I say, you've got an anger problem and you've got a complete problem that you need to look at here. Right. Let's see. Next 48 hours for Scorpio. So, the Queen of Wands, optimism, and then also Meg Ryan. Okay, so you've got the Empress here. So someone is trying to feel really optimistic about their future here. There could be someone that's watching all of this chaos take place here. But it can also be mothers and fathers that are looking at this situation thinking, what the fuck is going on over there? Oi, take a look at what, really? Right, or Lee, Laura, Lucy, Lucifer. But you've got the Queen of Wands and the Empress now taking back power as a Piscean. Okay, so I don't know if this is another person or the same person here. Because you've kind of got messages that are coming in towards two stable energies. But there could be two women or two men, because these two here can be women or men, or both. But they're also kind of like turning their backs on one another. So it feels like as one door closes, another door is kind of opening-ish. Okay. So it feels like Spirit is kind of putting you to the test, saying, okay, first what it takes is reconciliation. First what it takes is realising. If we have come to the realisation, I need to close the door on the past permanently. Make sure that it doesn't open again. Close the door and lock it. Okay. Unless you're feeling like you're being intimidated by someone, then you need to police or lock yourself away here. But from a spiritual door, you need to make sure it's closed and locked under lock and key, unless you've depressed because lock and key is no longer doing season 4. Anybody else really love Lock and Key on Netflix? What a brilliant show. And I realised that they're not doing any more after the last one that I've just watched. What a brilliant show that was. But anyway, you need to make sure that you close the door, lock it to the past, and then you can start to manifest the future. Okay? So, let's see. Next 48 hours for Scorpio. Next 48 hours. So you got the Emperor and the Empress. Wow. I don't know what is going on, because there's a married couple here also, and there are parents and siblings. But there is a couple. Now this is the power couple, not a power play. Okay, not a power play. Okay, this is why I don't like the word power couple. If they're a couple, they're just a couple that can't really be broke up. Okay, if you're fighting against this person and it turns out to be a power play, where I'm trying to control the power that you have to not let you be you, okay, you're going to come up against a hell of a lot of problems. But if this is new, because it can be new, because someone could have left, new energy, what you've got is the Emperor and the Empress. It can be yourselves for Scorpio Aries placements. It can also be Pisces, or you've got this all in your chart, just like myself. but like taking back power of my own self, my own love, my own worth, and my own business. A very stable individual, you see. Whichever way it is here, it doesn't have to mean, okay, let's just make everybody feel really shit about their karmic pattern or their karmic cycle. It's the fact that you've got a king here that turned his back, that's stable, okay? Someone that's kind of like, it doesn't have to be a man or a woman, it can be anybody. But I turn my back on it, okay, because it's not working. It just doesn't work, okay? So I'm going to now be stable for myself or for someone else that sees me being stable for them. It means that, basically what it means is that he's just dealing with karmic energy, okay? Someone that feels, or the masculine energy or the feminine energy feels like, or both of you, that you're not being appreciated in the relationship, okay? Because this really could be like an affair that someone's having with one of these people here, okay? But in order to have an affair, you have to be married or classed as being in a relationship. If you're not in a relationship, then you can do what you like here. Let's see. Scorpio, next 48 hours. 10 of Wands. It's a burden and it is a stress, sure, okay? I'm holding on for dear life. Okay, what is my next path to choose? Queen of Wands is a 4, which is yourselves and Aries. Taking a break, having a breather. What's the Emperor? Is Judgment. As one door closes, another door opens of an opportunity. If the opportunity is there, two people, that's why it is a 2, have to agree on either 1, reconciliation from the past, if that's what you both want, not one of you, both of you. Okay, that's reconciliation, if you both want it. If you don't, that's a yes or a no. If it's a no, as one door closes, you lock the door to the past, you open the door to the possibilities of the future. Okay, now that can mean single, and it can also mean chance to be able to talk to another person, to have a spiritual connection with another person. Okay, but it leaves you open, okay, free, single and open, or this person here. Okay, what's the Empress? The Empress is a life path 7 or a Cancerian or both here. There could be distance between these two couples, the Emperor and the Empress. It might require travelling distance. It can be around the corner or it can be, God knows, across the world. Excuse me. But it's distance. It's a long distance or a short distance relationship. This is my long distance because it's Gale Night, okay, which is touring breaks. Okay, long distance. They did a very good song called Long Distance. So love me like my mother should, see me straight from home like nobody should, yeah. I see the sorrow, don't feel so good. Anyway, 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands is a 3, Piscean. You got 3 and 3 on this side here. So you could have people that are like life path 3s, Pisces, life path 3 Pisces, Cancerian. Someone needs to let go of the past, but he's got 3 and basically a 1 here, okay, which is a 5 of Wands, okay, is to be able to leave the past behind because of the 5 of Pentacles being on this side and realising that one of these people need to let go of someone. They need to physically and utterly let go of the possibility of a chance of reconciliation. You need to let that 1-1 go to create the ending, because then you also get this 3, which makes it a 4 of Wands, right? So it's twin flames, soulmate, it's also distance, but I need to let something go finally from the past to make sure that my energy and my life is free and freed up from the past. Okay, that can be one of you. You can't force the other person to do it. As long as one of you has realised that I've let go of all of this now. I've dropped it, let it all go. Okay, and now I can physically start to think about what direction of life I want to go. It might be where you need to go further afield here. Okay, you might need to move from wherever you are if there's no opportunities for a person here. If there's no opportunity of work or business or anything like that, and there's no opportunity there, it might require movement, like physical, deciding to like, okay, if I'm on a dead-end situation here, and I'm always just like struggling financially and God knows what else, and there was really not much opportunity for me to do much in life, it might require the fact that I've got to go further afield in order to be able to work. So whatever that is, it might be a connection that you make that requires you to do so. If you want to take that chance to see if that works, you need to go further afield here, okay? Or this person does, okay? Because it's definitely going to require travel, more than likely, okay? But that could work out, like I said, man, it could work out where someone starts over a whole new lease of life and starts over complete fresh, okay, and then opportunities seem to be somewhere else. That's also life, love, place, and department, or wherever, okay. More opportunities, okay, more or less. Okay, so that's what I've got for the last and the next 48 hours of your reading, Scorpio. Please consider joining the website, which is the first link that you come to below. That gives you your weekly reading or even further, okay? So what we do over there, we do your full table spread of cards, clarified for your weekly, and then we've also do, I don't know if it's Message of Closure, Hidden Truth, or these ones, but we do a load of these, okay, and then we also clarify them and tell you messages of anything else that is to be careful of and to look out for, okay. But your weekly reading is over there, and that you can find that on a link provided below. You have different options. You can buy it singly and individually if you just want the one reading, or you can join on a subscription base, which is bronze tier, monthlies only, silver tier, monthlies and weeklies, all in one package. Okay, you can join whenever you like. They don't kick you off until you've had your month. So even if it's the end of the month, you'll get until the end of the month next month. It's not the same as Patreon. If you want the gold tier, that's monthlies, weeklies, and teaching videos. Or there's just a teaching video also tier, but it's just teaching. Gold tier is more than likely the best one because you get probably 64 different videos throughout the whole month, maybe. And then you got loads of teaching stuff to go through as well. Okay, so all of that link can be found below. Make sure that you hit the bell and the like and the subscribe, and look forward to hopefully when I go live. And we also give giveaways for a monthly subscription to the monthly package. But unfortunately that won't be the weeklies, it's just a monthly package. But we do giveaways where I tell you to pick a number between 1 and 40 or 50, and if you get the correct number, we keep doing it in a rollover week until you get the right number, and then I give you a monthly subscription. If you are watching and you never got through, I've sent your emails back. For some reason, everybody's email was going through to my spam mail for some reason, and some of the people that won, I realised through last night's stuff when we were going through it live that all of your messages were going through the spam. I've kind of sorted it out now. So the person, Candy Apple, I think it was, that won last month, I didn't realise that you'd sent me a message because it was in my spam folder. I did this morning, and I've actually sent you a link to your free reading if you're watching. I can't remember what star sign you were, but you should have an email by me. Okay? All right, guys, thanks very much. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you soon.